friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lavender Lai. I'm an intuitive tarot reader here on YouTube, and I do anime themed tarot readings. So if that's something you're into or would like to get into, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you stick around. So yeah, it is currently pouring outside. So I thought, why not do like a spring themed love reading? Because what is more spring than a rainy day? So today's theme is Blue Spring Ride, or Aoharu Ride, which is probably not one of my favorite shoujo romances, but it's definitely one of the good ones. I think I read the manga first, and then watched the anime. But it is a good watch. Just a fair warning, because it is one of those low-key toxic type of shoujos or whatever, but for the most part, it's okay. But we're going to be looking into what is springing into your love life. So what we're going to do is do an energy check with the tarot cards, so you can see, hey, is this my reading? And then move forward from there. You can pick a different pile depending on which pile you do pick. There you go. You can hear some of that rain hitting my window. But yeah, doing an energy check. If that fits your energy, if it resonates, and we'll move forward and see what are the main themes of what's going to be happening next in your love life. Get some messages from your future self regarding your love life, and then we'll get a final message from Spirit. So there will be 3 groups today. Group 1 will be Futaba, Group 2 will be Ko, and Group 3 will be Yoichi. The characters should be up on the screen, so feel free to pick whichever character maybe you resonate with the most, or you just like the most, or whatever you feel called to. But let's go ahead and get into it with Futaba first. Hey Group 1, if you picked Futaba, then this is your reading. What is springing into your love life? If you missed the intro and you don't know what we're going to be going over, we're going to do a quick energy check. Make sure that this group, the group that you pick, is the group that you need to watch. Then we'll go into the main themes of what's going to be happening next for you, messages from your future self about your love life, and then a final message from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get into it with the energy check. And you're probably going to be hearing rain because it's currently pouring outside, which is why I decided to go ahead and do this reading, because I was like, spring rain. Might as well do I haven't done a love reading in a hot minute, so. Alrighty, Spirit, what is currently going on for my group 1s in their love life? That's way too many. What's going on for my group 1s in their love life? Ooh. We've got the 5 of Swords and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. What's going on for my group 1s currently in their love life? Ooh, we've got the King of Wands. Ooh. What is going on for my group 1s? Ooh, something flipped. Where is it? The moon. Interesting. Anything else flip over? Nope. we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me move these over so you guys can see. Alrighty, in the back of the deck is the King of Swords. Only king that's missing is the King of Cups. Interesting. Alrighty. I feel like you guys could potentially have like 3 suitors that are kind of like that you're kind of involved with in some shape or form. But in regards to like how you feel about each one of them, I feel like you're not really you have 3 suitors, but they don't really bring any sort of like you don't feel any sort of type of way about them. It's like the kind of energy that I'm getting here. Like nobody kind of like sparks that passion within you where you're just like, yeah, I really want to like get to know this person a little bit more, and like I like having conversations with them. I find myself like wanting to hang out with them. I feel like you're kind of just like entertaining them at the moment. Like they're trying to maybe they're trying to hit you up a bunch or whatever, but you're kind of just like, you might text them here. Like it's kind of like, oh, you kind of like text them here and there, but as far as like actually going forth with any of them, it's like you're kind of not really feeling it right now. Your feelings definitely feel kind of hidden. Like nobody's bringing out those feelings in you is kind of like the vibe that I'm getting here. But even so, you know, even if you don't have, like if you're not, maybe you're only, you're not entertaining anybody at this moment, like there's nobody that has sparked your interest or anything like that at this moment. I feel like you're in an energy where you're kind of just done with the you're kind of like done with like how the usual how do I word this? Like the usual methods, like almost like you're done with the usual methods of like how dating occurs. Like maybe you don't have multiple suitors right now, but maybe like you're on a dating app and so you could potentially have multiple people, you know, that you could hit up, and it's kind of like you're not finding any, you have people that are trying to match with you or something like that, but nobody sparks like your interest. Like nobody's piquing your interest. Nobody that you've come across, you're not making really any matches, and you're kind of just like, I'm really done with how these things go. Like I'm just not in that energy of like wanting to put all this effort into trying to find somebody. Like it's like that joke of like, oh, why can't my future husband or future wife just, knock on my door and be like, oh my God, I'm in love with you, marry me, and then we live happily ever after. It's kind of like that energy of like, why can't that just happen? Like, why do I have to go through all this effort or whatever? So yeah, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. So if that resonates for you, if either scenario resonates for you, let's go ahead and get into the main themes of what's happening next in your love life. Alrighty, Spirit, for group 1, what are the main themes that are going to be occurring next in their love life? For group 1, give us the main themes of what's occurring next. Alrighty, we've got coffee cup with meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Alrighty, also got photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Main themes for my group 1. Alrighty, we've got keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Interesting. And we've got abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. Alrighty. I feel like the main themes of what's going on in your love life next. Let me move this out of the way. I heard when those first 3 cards, when I was shuffling for the last card, abundance, I was hearing casual approach. I feel like you guys are taking more of a casual approach when it comes to dating. Something that I'm hearing is that maybe you might start meeting people instead of doing like the dating apps. Maybe you're meeting people as like through like, oh, a friend of a friend. Like maybe one of your friends puts you on to somebody, or you know, you happen to, like, you just happen to be out with your friends or something like that, and you know, come across a person that you're just like, oh, this person's attractive, they look cute or whatever. Maybe you approach them that way, like, oh, you know, shooting your shot or whatever. Like, I feel like it's kind of like more, I feel like you're going to be getting into more of an energy of like, I'm just going to go and have an experience life, and if I happen to meet somebody while I'm experiencing life, great. If I don't, I still have the great memories of me experiencing life. I'm going to be taking photos, you know, going, hanging out with my friends, kind of just like doing things in a more, maybe taking on some more unconventional hobbies. I'm hearing just overall, like, you're doing more things just for you, and not necessarily just because, like, I feel like you're, like, how I was talking about in the current energy, like, you're kind of over, like, how things have been going thus far in your love life, and so I feel like you might be taking a step back from it, because it's just like, there's no point of putting myself through all this stress. I might as well just go and live my life and just, you know, focus on other things in my life. And it kind of like if it happens, it happens kind of energy. So I definitely feel like you might be, like, even with that kind of attitude, I feel like you're still going to be keeping a positive mindset when it comes to everything, like, especially in terms of your love life. Like, yeah, you might be kind of over things, but it's like, it's not like you've given up hope completely. I feel like maybe you're just like, this is just not for me. this is not the way that I'm meant to approach, you know, finding a person in this life. Which is entirely possible. I really feel like that dating apps have really stepped away from what they were truly meant to be for. And so it's not really possible to find somebody through those things, through that anymore. Now, if you're still looking for like some sort of like a casual hookup, because we do got one night stand in on the keys of a ring, you might still use the app for those purposes, because you got to get it in somehow. But for the most part, I feel like you're going to be just taking a completely different approach to how you're going about your love life. Something that feels more you, instead of just following along with what everybody else is doing. You're doing something that fits more for you. So, sorry, moving my lighter, but let's go ahead and get some messages from your future self regarding your love life. So, pile one's future self, what messages do you have for pile one regarding their love life? What messages do you have for them? Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. Let's see. Guilty. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. We've got mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. Let's get one more. Ooh, sorry. Hit my desk with money. One more message, please. And we got broken. I feel shattered about this situation. This is very different energy. Different energy from like the rest of your reading, which is very sorry about that. I'm moving the camera so much. I'm so sorry. I feel like a message from your future self is that in order to have this inseparable love that you want in your life, there's some things that you're going to need to heal from first. That maybe past hurts, past things that you felt guilty that you might have done in the past, like past behaviors. I'm hearing like if you have like an avoidant attachment style when it comes to your love life, I feel like that's something that you really need to heal from first, and then you will find more success when it comes to your love life. Of course, you don't have to be avoidant. I would just look into what attachment style that you have when it comes to, in general, like when it comes to you, your love life just in general, whether it's like disorganized, anxious, avoidant, or whatever. There's still some behaviors that you have, not occurred, but still some behaviors that you do that are kind of affecting your love life at this moment that you need to heal from first, and then you'll find that you are a little bit more successful when it comes to your love life. Almost as if, like, and this is of course, this is not to say that you don't deserve love, as you are in this space, but if you it's just more so of like, if you're looking for the healthy relationship that you're wanting, you got to make sure that you are in a process of healing yourself. Like, of course, we're always healing. We're always in the process of working on ourselves. That never really ends. So I'm not going to be one of those people that tells you that, like, oh, you have to be healed before you can get into a relationship or whatever. No, we're always in that process of healing. But it's the fact that you could possibly at this moment not be in that process at all that's kind of preventing things from occurring in your love life. So maybe, look into your past behaviors, look into your past relationships if you've been in relationships before, or just see like your past encounters with potential suitors in the past, and maybe how you've acted with them, how things have gone with them, and just look into that and seeing how that has affected you and what you're capable of handling when it comes to a relationship. But yeah, because until then, you're still going to feel, when you do enter a relationship, you might get into behaviors of self-sabotage. So like feeling you don't really deserve this or anything like that. If you do find somebody that is, that wants to create a healthy relationship with you, this is just in sense what I'm getting is, this is just to make sure that you don't self-sabotage when you do find that relationship with somebody who wants to build a healthy relationship with you. That sounded really redundant. My apologies, but I feel like you guys get what I mean. So finally, let's get a final message from Spirit. These cards are on. There we go. So final message from Spirit. Get one more. I barely even shuffled before Spirit was having me. Alrighty. We've got wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. There's a typo there, it says IRS. Forgiveness, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. We've got power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. And then finally, we've got surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Another typo. But yeah. Those are the messages that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this reading and for trusting me to read your cards. I truly appreciate you guys' support on my channel. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Helps me out with the algorithm. Comment down below. Tell me how your life is going. I would love to hear about it. We can all chat down in the comments. If you haven't If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button and also the post notification bell so you don't miss out my next reading. I just saw 2222. That might resonate for you guys. If you want a private reading, I offer those in my Etsy shop linked down below. Feel free to follow me on my other social medias. I also post readings over on TikTok. And I'm starting to post them on my Instagram too. So if you don't have TikTok, they get posted over on Instagram as well. Anything else? Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much again. I truly appreciate your guys' support. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey group 2, if you picked Co, then this is your reading. What we're going to be going over, if you skipped over the intro, is we're going to do a quick energy check just to make sure that this is your reading. So we'll see like where you're at currently in your love life. We'll then use the oracle cards to see what are the main themes of what's going to be going on next in your love life. Get some messages from your future self regarding your cannot speak. Mercury retrograde is almost over, I promise. Saying that to myself. Messages from your future self regarding your love life. And then final messages from spirit. So if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and start with the energy check. Alrighty, spirit. What's going on currently for my group 2s, the people who picked Co? What is going on currently in their love life? My meditation music stopped. There we go. Okay, we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. See, we've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment card in reverse. One more. And we've got the Four of Wands. Alrighty. Back of the deck is the Princess of Swords. Put that over here. I can still kind of see it in the camera. Alrighty. I feel like there's something that you're kind of holding on to in terms of, I feel like you guys are holding on to an idea of how you want your love life to be going. Like you have like a specific idea of like what would be the best case scenario for you in terms of finding love, or just like how you want your relationship to go if you're in a relationship. And it's like, but that is not what your reality is. Like you were holding on to this idea of like everything is, with this Four of Wands, like you want a healthy, stable relationship, which is what you deserve. I wholeheartedly believe that's what you deserve. It's what everybody deserves, is a healthy, happy relationship. But I feel like you guys are kind of like holding on to a relationship that's currently in your life that is not really that. But it's like, it's almost like, it's like those, you're holding on to the potential of this person, and you know things are out of balance, like things have not been happy between the two, could have not been happy between the two of you for quite some time. But I feel like you might be holding on to the memories of like what the the beginning, like when everything was good, when everything was just like the honeymoon phase. Like, I feel like you guys are really holding on to that. Or, you know, if you're not involved with somebody right now, you're holding on to like this idea of what would be like absolutely perfect for you, but it doesn't really match reality. And so I feel like, you know, things in terms of like your emotions are kind of like out of balance. Like you're holding on so tightly to whatever this is. And I'm gonna have to tell you, there, like, I feel like, let me not give you guys advice until later on, because it's just like, I feel like you guys are holding so tightly onto the idea of like what you want. It makes me kind of question why you're tuning into this reading. I mean, of course, like, you want to know what's going on next in your love life, but it's kind of just like, I don't know how helpful this reading will be. If you already have like a certain idea, like a specific idea that you want to happen, I'm still going to continue on with the reading, but I don't know if this would really get through to you. In terms of like I don't know if when I continue on the reading and we do the oracle cards, if like what comes out is going to be something that you want, because that's how tightly I feel like you guys have, like how tight of a grip I feel like you guys have to a specific idea of how you want things to go. But you know, if you are still open to the idea of, you know, I'm okay with something changing, then let's go ahead and move further into the reading and see what are the main themes that are going to be happening next in your love life. So Spirit, can you get the main themes of what's going on next for my group of twos? What's happening next in their love life? We've got the Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt to change, heal. Alrighty. We've got the Snake. Competition, energy. Oh, it's not energy, enemy. Clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Oh, that's way too many. And my camera moved. There we go. Two more. We've got mirror. Mirroring each other's self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. we've got coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Alrighty. Sorry about all this noise from my chair, but something I was hearing while I was shuffling is forcing you to change. I feel like what's happening next in your love life is things that are going to force you to change your perspective, change the way that you approach things. Like, I feel like you're going to start to see how things currently are, like where things are currently lacking, especially if you are currently in a partnership of some sort, and maybe, taking a mirror and being like, you know what, there's things that are going on right now that are just like that, like the way that I'm seeing things does not reflect reality. And you're going to be put into a situation where you're going to be forced to change and adapt and just like some sort of like truth coming out of some shape or form. It does say the other woman. I'm not going to say that, well, no, let me not sugarcoat. It's entirely possible that there could be some infidelity going on if you're currently in a relationship. It could turn out like if you identify as a woman, you could find out that you are the other woman, or there is another woman going. Could be finding that out through some sort of conversation, maybe with a friend. Overall, I just feel like what's going to be happening next is going to put you in a phase of like change and growth, like growth out of the current mindset that you have. Like you will have no choice but to grow from whatever situation this is, which I do apologize that this is a much heavier, this is a lot heavier than the last reading. Like I feel like there is literally like a brick on my shoulder or something. Yeah, something's coming to the light. That's all I can say, really. It's going to depend on your situation, but let's see. Let's get some messages from your future self. Maybe they can give us some more insights of what's going on. So, pile 2. Oh, that came out quick. We got values. We have too many differences. Alrighty. I'm going to take this one because it flipped over. Mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. The other two cards, there's other two cards that came out, but they came out from group 1, and I'm trying to give this a different reading spirit. Future, pile 2's future self. But if you feel called to, you might want to check out pile 1. Messages from pile 2's future self. You've got got disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. Detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Yeah. I feel like you guys, the message from your future self is that I feel like you guys are going to realize that there are, whatever your current situation is, you're going to realize that there's what you believe in, what you believe in versus whatever this other person believes in is just too different. It's not compatible. And I feel like if you continue on, like the message from your future self is like, if you continue on in this relationship, you're going to eventually resent this person. Like, there's going to be more disagreements. You're going to wish that, like, oh, I wish I had just let this go. And I feel like they're telling you, since you're getting this message now, let it go so that way you can clear your mind and just, and not grow and not get to that point of resentment before it's, before it's too late. Kind of that, like, there's just like not a mutual understanding of each other's feelings. There's not like, there's too many things. It's just not compatible. Not compatible with something that's, healthy. And so that it's better to let go now before things escalate to a point where you kind of can't go back. But with respect, I'm going to move away from that energy and get some final advice from Spirit for you guys. Final advice for my group 2's Spirit. Two more. One more. Ooh, that's way too many. I'm gonna take the one that flipped. Alrighty. So the first card that came out is, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. We've got reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Then imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. Create room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And last but not least, secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So yeah, that's Spirit's final advice to you guys. It's going to resonate differently for everybody, so I'm going to just leave it there. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Feel free to share about your situation. If you would like to share, if you feel comfortable with sharing. I would love to build a community where we can rely on each other. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscription button, also the post notification bell, so you don't miss out on my future readings. If you're looking for a private reading, I do offer those linked in my Etsy shop down below. Feel free to follow me on my other social medias. I do post readings over on TikTok. So if you want more free readings, that's where they'll be. And yeah, thank you guys so much for trusting me to read your cards. I know this was really a lot heavier of a reading. It's probably not what you were expecting. But if you've watched to the end, I truly appreciate it. Maybe you needed to hear this, so I truly appreciate you sticking it out to the end. So yeah, thank you guys so much again. I'm truly grateful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey group 3, if you picked Yoichi, then this is your reading. We're going to go over, if you could skip the intro, we're going to do a quick energy check just to make sure that this is your pile. So if the energy check resonates with you, then we'll go into the main themes of what's going to be happening next in your love life, some messages from your future self, and then we'll get a final message from Spirit. So if that sounds good to you, let's start with the energy check. I just spent the last 2-3 minutes reorganizing this tarot deck because some of the cards were, I like to shuffle when all the cards are in the upright, and then if a reversal, and let them reverse themselves if necessary, versus just shuffling and they come out. Some of the cards are, upright, and some of them are reverse. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the energy check. What's going on currently for my group 3s in their love life? Spirit. Got the Queen of Pentacles. Alright. What's going on currently for my group 3s in their love life? Got the Ace of Cups. Ooh. What's going on currently for my group 3s? Got the Four of Pentacles. Got the Four of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Alrighty, back of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Interesting. Put that over there. So the first thing I heard while I was shuffling for the last 3 cards was somebody must have shot their shot at you recently. Somebody shot their shot at you recently. I guess they see you in this energy of you're just really on top of your shit. You're just, you're really just in this energy of handling your business, and I feel like somebody's seen that and they shot their shot at you because they're just I just love your energy. I want to be around your energy. Let me see if this person will give me a shot. But I feel especially because we've got this Four of Pentacles and this Four of Swords, and I feel you've been just kind of in a space of I've got to save my money, I've got to take care of myself, I'm just resting, I'm doing stuff in my life to make sure that I am set up and I set up for success, and that I am taking care of myself the best way that I know how. And I feel like this person, like, they have shot their shot at you, and I don't know if you necessarily even, you know, kind of accepted it, but I feel like they're probably going to try again, but with like a more of a stable offer with this Ace of Pentacles. Like, they're going to, instead of just showing you, like, shooting their shot for it, like, with their feelings, they're going to be like, all right, I'm not going to just, like, give you words. I'm going to put some action behind this. Like, I'm going to show you, like, I'm very serious about, like, how I'm approaching you. This is not just me trying to mess around. This is not me, like, trying to play with your feelings or nothing. Like, I am very serious about this. I like your energy. I want to be around you, and that kind of deal. I feel like that's where you guys are at. Like, and even so, even if it's not somebody in particular, I feel like you could, if you haven't had somebody shoot their shot at you recently, I feel like the other energy could be that there's two potential people that will be, you know, telling you about their feelings. One is going to be more so like an emotional way of telling you, and one is going to be more of a, you know, stable, like, I'm looking to build something with you type of energy. And it might have you in this feeling of kind of being like sort of stuck, like you don't know where to go. You might feel like you're trapped by either offer, because you're just like, well, I wasn't even really trying to do nothing. I was just trying to make sure that, you know, my money was up, and, you know, I'm comfortable and I'm taking care of myself and all this other stuff. And now it's like you've got these either one or two people coming to you trying to be like, I'm trying to give you that princess treatment. And it's kind of just like, you could be in this energy of like, but I already treat myself as a princess, so how do I let you do that? And you might just feel like you can't, almost like you kind of just like, well, like that you might be self-sabotaging just a little bit, because it's just like you might be in, because of you being in that era of like, yeah, I'm taking care of myself or whatever, it's like you are letting that hyper independence take over like majorly. But you know, it might be time to let go of that, sis. If you are, you know, somebody who identifies as, you know, feminine or something, yeah, it might be time to let go of that energy and, you know, maybe explore these offers that are being given to you. But yeah, let's see with the oracle cards. Let's see what's happening, if that resonates for you, at least. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to check out the other piles. And if none of the piles resonate with you, then this might just not be your reading. But, you know, there's hundreds of tarot readers here on YouTube. I'm sure there'll be a reading that resonates with you more. Or you can feel free to check out any of my other love readings that are on my channel. I have plenty of them. But let's see. What are, for my group threes, what are the main themes of what's happening next in their love life, spirit? Ooh. Oh, we've got passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Yes. Oh, I love that for you guys. What's going on next? All right. we've got paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. We've got not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, called person, boundaries, still angry. And then we've got hammer, sabotaging, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So I feel like what's going to be happening for you guys next, like the main themes of it is, I feel like whatever this offer is, I feel like you are going to go ahead and accept it, and, you know, just entertain it for a little bit. Something that you're going to be working on is maybe, you know, instead, I feel like, because even though it says avoiding a conversation, call, person, hurt, I feel like this person is going to be working on with you, actually dealing with whatever conflicts that you have going on that could go on as you explore this relationship, like recognizing that, like, hey, you know, we do have really great chemistry, we have so much fun with each other, we really like each other, you know, everything is like, this is like a really happy relationship, like I feel really happy with you, and so, you know, I want to make sure that, you know, we respect each other's boundaries, that we are building, and, you know, I'm not about to let you self-sabotage this because I want this with you so badly. Oh, this makes me blush so much. I don't know why. But yeah, it's kind of just like, it's that energy of just like, it also could just be like, because you've gotten this offer and this person shows you, like, they're not just talk, they show you how much they like you, how much they appreciate you, they want to do things for you, and you're kind of like, you know, you're shown that, you know, you can have like a healthier relationship, and so you're getting into an energy of like, I want to work on, you know, my boundaries and making sure that, you know, that, or yeah, work on my boundaries, or, you know, make sure that I'm respecting this person's boundaries, and just basically building something up within myself that, you know, so that way I'm not sabotaging this, because you know, maybe you've never experienced this kind of relationship before, and it's like, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not doing anything to not ruin it, but like make sure that I'm maintaining, you know, my side of things, to make sure that, you know, this is a healthy relationship with this person. So, you know, instead of doing the whole, oh, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm avoiding this conversation, you know, when you have a problem, bringing it up to the person so that way you guys can address it directly. Just not being in that energy of bottling things up anymore. So yeah, let's get some messages from your future self regarding your love life. So, woo. We've got overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. Holding back. I should have expressed myself better. Valkyrie's future self. What messages do you have for them regarding their love life? Alrighty, I'm going to take the one that flipped. Alrighty, we've got reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. And then we have forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. I feel like your future self wants to tell you that it is okay to express yourself in this relationship. Do not be afraid to express yourself. Be okay with, talking about the struggles that you've had in the past, maybe any stress that you're going through currently, because if you're entering a relationship with the person that's giving you this offer soon, you're going to have equal give and take on this, and you need to make sure that you're in a space where you feel like you can give as much as you take. And so your future self wants you to know that, make sure that you are expressing yourself. You're not holding on to your feelings in this next part of your love life, that you're not letting whatever's occurred in the past prevent you from having something great in the future. Yeah, just overall, don't let this stress get to you when you could potentially have somebody that you can lean on. Learn to lean on this person just a little bit more at a time, to where you now feel like you can express yourself fully and be your authentic self completely. So yeah, I love that for you guys. I feel like that's really good advice, especially because I feel like it continues on from like the main themes of just, trust, just basically building more. Make sure that you're building more trust with this person, or you're open to building trust with this person. But let's get some final messages from Spirit. Ooh. I just want the card. Get two more. Two fell on the ground. Ooh. One more. Alrighty. We've got a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh. That's Spirit's message to you. And then close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And then we've got twin flames. Your passion ignites. So you might be having a divine counterpart, energy could be coming in. And then we've got, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So yeah, that is your guys' reading. Thank you guys so much for trusting me to read your cards. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell me what your love life is. If this resonated for you, I'd love to hear more. And, just sharing with other people in the comments, that would be great. So we can, support each other in this time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button and also the post notification bell so you don't miss out on my future readings. If you're looking for a private reading, I have those linked down below in my Etsy shop. You can also feel free to follow me on my other social medias. I also post readings over on TikTok, so feel free to check me out over there. Or if you don't have TikTok, they get posted elsewhere in the other social medias that I've linked. And yeah, I think that is it. Thank you guys again so much. I'm truly grateful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.